Now, what we learned from the last one is getting a heart done really don't mean shit. We got a bigger backpack. We've got a much better gun. It won't be as loud. And it can pop headshots just as well. With a nice large magazine. But the big thing there is we got the plague sample. So I'm going to give him a cure. He'll have made it through the first chapter. I hate to even give these guys as plague samples, but... better the sound of a 22 caliber rifle, which you'll see made less sound than the 5.56.
With these plague samples, I can make something that'll cure blood plague if one of us gets infected.
Okay, cool. Rachel gave us a bundle of siphon fuel. Oh, it's on the ground. All right. We can also now begin to utilize the purpose of this man, Tommy. Tommy! Which is being a driver. Still love lit up outpost. The only big change of strategy is we are not going to move so far from the base this time. Heavy weapon gets equipped. This stuff gets put away. I've got meds on me as we speak, baby. I'm coming back to base. Here we come. A little bit of trade goods. Now, this will need upgraded. Big thing we need to test is whether driving, like mobile operations, also gives us the ability to make, excuse me, even though it's probably happening at a constant again. I'm messing with the video again. Whether it gives us the ability to craft toolkits. I was under the impression it did, but it might not. This is one of the better heavy weapons. The easy use is good. Lethality, the impact. Easy use for a heavy weapon is good. It's lethal zone, so we don't want to go around making a whole bunch of trouble. Now, one of his things is... one of our characters had... it gave us more silence. And I think it also gave us cooking, right? What was it, Laura? With coffee? Oh yeah, minus 25% fatigue severity. That's huge. That is a definite every time now. I still believe in driving, but that looks really cool and ghoulish. I get the Night of the Living Dead remake vibes from that. You gotta think about it. Like 3-4 times now they've gone through this game and given it a graphical overhaul. I wonder why. It seems like a lot of effort. It's not really, it's a little stylized. But you know that it's not like cutting edge graphics. It never was. I'm gonna tell you something though. Vehicle stealth. A driver should, that'd be so cool if a driver also had auto mechanic. Like mobile operations again. Mobile operations is already stronger because you make gas. Vehicle stealth has... Look, they didn't get... Did you notice that they did not look at us when we started the car up? It's like having an electric starter. It is just... It's pretty crazy what a difference it makes. I've always underestimated that as a useless stat. But it's a significantly powerful stat. All right. I mean, the situation's still obviously for shit, but there's totally a cooking pit here. It could be worse. Be a whole lot worse. We need to loot. We need to loot and scoot. Vehicle durability, fuel. This is all going to play a role. That's why I said that, you know, Vin would probably be alive right now, actually. I could probably be like halfway through a run if I had Vin. But I'll tell you what. Whether anybody watches this damn playthrough or not, from my own personal standpoint, this will be a significant run. To do lethal with one survivor, with no DLC items, no red talon, no Independence Day pack, I think that that's huge. You could say, oh, well, no boons either. Let's be honest. I used the Warlord and the Trader boon. I mean, I got 200 rounds of 5.56 and I got a rucksack of fucking ammo. Tell me that made a difference. Sure, some difference, a slight difference. Wow, nearly went down like Oz went down. He's cured. That's why I went back to this outpost, and I just need to get away. One thing I like about update 28, though, is that, oh my god, I forgot about the cost in meds. Ugh. Ugh.
No more of that.
Is that safe enclaves and safe zones, outposts, do seem to have a much more significant effect. Like, stuff literally does not like to go into safe zones now. Our 50 cal is currently equipped by somebody. There's the boon trader. That's good because the boon trader's right across from the ammo station, and we need to go down and grab that shed that we left behind. That was one of those army sheds. We have a lot of influence, so using it would not be a bad thing. In fact, oh, that was real fucking good. That would probably be a good place. Kind of on top of one another, but we're gonna need some med production, and we're gonna need it soon. This man needs to level. Leveling is going to be painfully slow because of our morale. We should really be a lot more careful with these quick searches. As in, don't do them. I'm going to slow down a little bit. I'm not getting connected to Tommy. I'm not getting attached, rather. It's just dumb. And I should try to avoid dumb things on a challenge this hard. And I'd really feel like the only boon that really matters to me is amenities. We have some rucksacks. I guess oh, there we go. I'll take that too, gladly. The biggest thing that we really benefit from by grabbing the stuff that we grabbed, because even those grenades, is we got a 50 cal. So if there's a siege at the base, we can kill a jug, but you can just as easily skip sieges if you really want to. And all that extra influence. Yeah, I mean, really just all that extra influence, I think, is the big thing. Being able to buy what you want virtually from the beginning. You lack everything else, but you do, like, we can get an outpost. We don't really have to think about it. That is a nice head start.
There's nothing left to salvage here.
But in a playthrough this difficult, come on. That's the difference maker. You get some extra. It's not technically as hard as it could be. But even in like Nuzlocke and Pokemon, when they're really, really hard, you have to design ways to make it possible. Otherwise, there's no point in making it a challenge. When the run becomes literally impossible, there's no point. Wouldn't it be literally impossible to do this? Maybe at some point that'll become the thing. Lethal, no boons. But it is not right now. Oh, what is he, by the way? Oh, he's a sheriff. God dang it. Why should you just say I'm not thinking? A grenade's on us just in case. You never really know. That jug is going to make life difficult. That Pharaoh we can get rid of. That jug. Where's Warlord weapons for all? Oh, well, we'll never get to do that. Let's go to this shed. Somehow keep the car alive and go to this shed. There's this other part of me, though, with a boonless run that... I don't know, I just feel like you earn boons. You already had to do the part to make it hard like that. I understand why people enjoy it, though, because it is obviously harder. That's really not that much good shit, though. They need to do something better with the Warlord boon. I can tell you what the Warlord boon should be. Should make it either that ammo is permanently cheaper. Yeah, I'm making every bit of noise I can. I will say if Tommy survives this, which his odds are 90 to 1, he's going in that legacy pool for sure. You just said boom. Now, Tommy, let's mind our parts because we got no workshop level 3. We're grabbing all the things. Well, we got a break. That's kind of cool. The open range pack is always out here. The power is good. We can attach this, though. Is it a brake or a choke that helps the power? I think it's a brake, and I always mess up the two. More arrows. Soda can bomb's terrible. I'd rather just get this place looted, though.
Nowhere for that to go.
Okay, so we gotta do... Oh, wait. We'll just fill the trunk up. This is what we should be running with right now. We need to be quiet. Oh, the fatigue has started. But he never even had close to what Oz had at her most fatigue, so it's not like... It's not already harder. Finish this off so we don't have to make 2 trips. There we go. That's better. And back to base. We got to really think about how to kill that jug. And I'm leaning towards frag grenades. Even though I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense considering we literally have a 50 cal back at base. This is not plague territory. What the hell's that thing doing there? I was watching some movie reviews before I started recording today. I watched just a couple, but still. They were lampooning Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead, and I'm glad. I do not think that's a good movie in the least. For a Zack Snyder film, to be fair to the guy, it's one of his better movies. But it's still... We're at a point now where it's a Zack Snyder film. I hate to say that, too. I'm not trying to be a dick. It's not him in particular that's the reason. It's just the storytelling. It leaves... a lot to be desired, but I listened to them talking about The Exorcist 3, and apparently it's really good. Think about checking that out tonight.
I feel like passing out.
I think I'll record 1 or 2 more tonight. It's not super late, but I've been staying up too late. And it's kind of screwing the workflow. I've been really trying to do more, though. Like this little overhang. That's kind of neat.
We should do more fun stuff, you know, with all our spare time.
Especially with the holidays. But the thing is, my brother-in-law is in the same place. He's trying to get more done with the holidays. Now, 100%. Didn't I give one of these people a 50 cal?
Far with all this.
All right, good. And as much as this sucks, I'm gonna have to give him these rifles, which is gonna be loud as fuck. She already had an 8 backpack. Damn. $50 cal. I decided on it. I'm gonna use the 50 cal. Get on the 50. The worst 50 cal in the game. But he needs to go because we need this. And then will we be out? Oh yeah, we'll be out. Man. Material rucksacks then. That's the only other answer. Oh, gas to run the car and meds to make plague samples. That's the priority right now. And I need to get at least one material ruck. Fuck.
I'm gonna make it out of here.
I don't actually have a worth to me, and then we'll kill the feral, and then it's non-plague territory, so we'll just kind of hope that things don't get too out of control. Thankfully, those guys came in a straight line. I mean, they're going to keep bringing shit in. But non-plague territory, I'm going to expect that it doesn't get crazy, crazy. I'm looking for every opportunity I can to get a double or triple kill here. They're kind of lining up for me. Gotta be so careful about movement here, though, because that. He goes down right here. I'd give him 50-50 odds at best. Our only real answer is just trying to make the most of what the game gives us. Again, that strategy simulation thing. That's the big... There's no just taking an unleveled character into a feral, all these zombies, and a juggernaut and hacking your way through. It's not a hack and slash game. I think when people talk on Reddit and are like, what am I doing wrong? Why do I keep losing people? Why is Lethal Zone impossible? Because it's not a Zack Snyder film. It's a George Romero. It's a Black Summer. It's all the good zombie stuff. People don't just hit headshots automatically all day long. The ammo isn't unlimited. You can't just run forever and shoot things in the head. You'd get tired. And if your characters don't do human things, then the storytelling is much less compelling because you can't believe the world that these characters occupy. Something that needs to come to this game is ferals need to... I would love to see Plaguebuster from Blood Plague bloaters, and I think that screamers, and especially ferals, should drop blood plague samples. But it'd be cool to have bloater samples return. And they've already got the assets in the game. They just have to put the mechanic in there so you can make Plaguebuster. And that'd be a cool way to get rid of hearts and to knock down jugs.
Okay, the work's done and this outpost is ready for use. And with just a bit more effort, it could really be something.
What happened to being able to reload this in the... I don't think we got a single damn arrow back. Pretty sure we got some bandages. That'll mostly solve our problem. The injury problem is well, it's more significant. Maybe medicine is what allows for the healing of trauma. This is a mechanic, again, I feel like after 2 years, I probably should be well aware of. The only thing I can really think of is I know that surgeon helps with injury severity and so on and recovery. And I know that pathologist, which is what I always go for personally when it comes to lethal zones, is for making lots and lots of plague cures and plague Zed Hunter stuff, the crafting items. Really, really useful. Oh, red rum. Red rum. Look at these twins. Oh my god.
No more of that.
I decided I was going to go for a throw, and the game said no. So our lone wolf survivor here, man, it was going to be hard with Oz, but this guy is already just like fucking beat up. That crossbow is nice while it lasted, just for the fact that it's silenced. I don't think we have a coffee.
Locked.
I'm think, you know, med kits are the big thing. If we get some med kits, we can get rid of that trauma. It's just a matter of getting a hold of the med kits. And that's where medicine does come into play,
That's a lot of stuff.
so we could at least craft some med kits.
Do you mind spending some time on search duty? We've lost someone.
I'm going to do it, and my thinking is that the Enclave bonuses are going to be really, really important in this playthrough. But we really need a material rucksack. That's more important to me because it's gonna be bad if I can't get that back to base for maintenance. I think we just need one a day. We don't even need one a day, I don't think. I'll go grab this guy. Why not? Where's the boon traders? These guys? I need to use them as followers. That's something else I should have utilized during the death of Oz. I wish he would have been a trader or a builder, though. Damn. It just had to be the hardest, I think, the hardest legacy. You kill more humans. I will say again, you kill more humans throughout the course of the Sheriff legacy than you do the entirety of the Warlord.
Good to hear.
North cabin, too.
Let's hope you're as lucky as I am.
Well, this needs dealt with, and I got a Molotov cocktail to deal with it. -1 zombie threat. That makes sense, but at the same time, thinking about it now. Well, no, it does make sense. Because I can't switch characters. And because I can't switch characters, that means zombie threats have to be dealt with. That had to go down that way. He's at a point, though, where one dodge or one swing and he's fucking done. He's busted. We're already in the early going to a situation where it's run back to mommy over here.
Not going far with all this.
There's no built-in kitchen. And I think that's the reason we must have... And I know it's only been like 2 days since I recorded, but...
Hey, you.
Has to be the reason why I just bum rushed to another base. Just so there was more crafting opportunity. Zombie threat's still nice. I wish that was a more persistent stat. That actually was something that was a part of your character too, is you had diminished threat because you're just like naturally more quiet. Oh, look at that. She could She could do the afflicted run.
Later.
I want to trade, damn it.
What do you say to a bit of bartering? Okay.
What do you got going on here? 55 influence for gas seems pretty high. Is that a standard price? Because it seems pretty high. But I got it, so I'm going to spend it.
I don't think I can go much longer without a rest.
No, you definitely can't, but that's the whole idea of this playthrough, bro. This is where someone in their right mind would say you should go marathon and stealth, because then at least we could run across the map and stealth kill some stuff. Problem is, when we go to do the hearts, we're still screwed. Have to have stamina enough to swing a heavy weapon 3 times. And we better hope we get Powerhouse. If we don't get Powerhouse, then yeah, I guess I will go down the stealth route as the only other viable option. Because we know that looting didn't help very much. Oh, this is already considered cleared. That is so strange that he didn't see us. Oh man, we need the material ruck. I should have went back to the car first. That's good. Parts, I'll definitely take that. We need to get that back to the base. Now, where's the fucking car? Oh, there it is. Why did I park this so far away? Excuse me. They had a 4-member enclave? She's dead then. Quality driving here in the late hours of Providence Ridge. It's so dark though. It's even dark on my screen. Oh, the headlight came back on. That's weird. But I'll take it. Ooh, we actually got a little bit of gas. Alright, we'll look on the sunny side. We're not infected. The guy's not dead, even though he has... What is that? 53 total health and 48 stamina. Boy, he can run for about 10 feet. He can dodge once. He can swing his heavy weapon once. That's where he's at right now. I would have also liked a performance enhancement, though, as they go through here. And just like, yeah, the team also optimized the hell out of it. The visual overhaul, it's cool and all. Maybe it's just been too long since I played Providence Ridge, but I'm not noticing a huge difference. And again, it looks better on my mage well than it does in person, but... I will say the driver is at least panning out with this Niagara. Like, we are able to drive the Niagara much more than what Oz was managing. It's getting much less beat up, and we're just, the best thing is look at the Doppler effect down below the character. We are attracting less zombies. You got to get pretty close to them to get them pissed. Normally there's a freaking parade behind us. This is some out of the way looting though, and the game does tend to see. We would have so many on us, and especially in lethal. Oh, she's alive. You can't kill this one zombie. At least one thing didn't change from the last playthrough on Providence Ridge. It must be a Providence Ridge thing. You guys can't shoot.
Of course I'll go with you.
She wants to be a follower then. In the meanwhile, what I should do... There we go. I wanted to get a map up. So at least... And the Providence Ridge map was made 2 years ago. Good God. That's so weird to think about. So Juggernaut Edition came out 2 years ago. It's been that long.
Get started, sooner we're out of here.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long. But I guess it's been that long. Wow.
That's a lot of stuff.
Another heavy weapon is nice. We can at least put that on somebody. So while she's a follower again, we're going to go ahead and loot up a place that we're unlikely to return to. I would love to level. I think he's capped on fatigue, though.
Not alone here.
The troubling part is, oh god,
Here they come.
I don't have material. And see, I want to build a kitchen, but we also need to upgrade the workshop just to be able to make toolkits. And then that just leads me right back to the same place where it's like, why don't we just go ahead and change bases? Of course, the reason we don't want to change bases is we'll lose our infirmary. And losing our infirmary literally got us killed last time. Well, the combination of not having the infirmary, having to go build it up, and then running into a blood plague bloater, and the character would not leave the vehicle. She would not leave. She would not dive out of that car for the life of her, which I know is what you have to do. Had I dived out of the car, I could have saved Oz. But the not diving out of the car thing, yeah. That was really what got her. But still, an infirmary was not built, so that even then it wasn't a guarantee. I have no idea why this is so damn dark. I've got the mage well boosted way up on brightness and contrast. It is so dark. And it's like pitch black. Holy shit. I am looting all of these tiny little stops. Thank God we can leave the headlights on the car on. See, look at the vehicle stealth. He didn't even know where to go. Now, if we could combine that with the whole auto shop stealth buff, which is not even as good as driving. So, oh, she went in there. So I know I don't want to change, and I'm thinking about what we can use that last slot for. You know, garden would be cool, but I'm really thinking I want to build a kitchen. Damn, that's expensive. We're just not pulling those kind of resources together. Wish this guy would level. That would at least make our life a little better. The reason for the kitchen is to make coffee, but I would really prefer if we could find the espresso machine.
No reason to keep searching here.
That's the one thing I think I'm enjoying about the Lone Wolf playthrough, is it's finally a playthrough where you go, you know what skill we could really use right now? Cooking. Because I really think that the cooking skill is underappreciated. But the most underappreciated skill we now know for a fact is animal facts. The one quirk skill in a game where you cannot unlearn quirk skill or add to quirk skills that has zero useful effects. That should give freaking morale and influence every day. Something. I think it should give knowledge and medicine. I'll be real. That still wouldn't make it good, but it wouldn't make it nothing. Or you just need to make it so you can relearn quirk skills. I think if you have a weird quirk skill, like a fifth skill, you should be able to... I think you should be able to combine a weird quirk skill and a regular fifth skill. That should always be a thing, because all the red talent people can do it. Now we're better off with that saw blade. I'm pretty much going to keep looting with her until she's like, yeah, we need to get back. Glad it's at least starting to get a little brighter. I can take it from here, thanks. Will you hold up a minute? Hey, can you hold up a minute, please? Hey, wait up. Oh, hun, that's just awful. Have you heard of the High Elves? By the 9 divine... Assault. Assault. I just need to get back to streaming. Commentary becomes better when you're a streamer. Commentary is at its most exciting in the moment. It's like being a batter up in the box to do it when you're streaming. I notice I get to be a little bit lazy with the YouTube. Because, well, the one thing I will say about YouTube, though, is you do need to try at an almost constant to have commentary going. And if I just did one or the other, I would, I think, have a weakness. And I do have lots of weaknesses, believe me, in this world, but and in the content production. But the reason I still focus on both is because they do complement each other. YouTubing is the skill of constantly doing commentary. And in Twitch, you should always be doing commentary, but you don't always think about it. You should always be doing commentary because you never know when someone's going to pop in your channel, and the only way to really get them interested in you is for them to hear you speak for a few minutes. Like, oh, okay. Which is challenging, to be fair. But there's more stuff to bounce off of when you're on Twitch, because you get... what do they call that? That's why Clint Eastwood talked to a chair. You get a, I don't know, point of focus. There's a word for it. But basically, the chat and the members of the community keep things going for you, keep you, ask you questions, can direct the message, so that you don't end up like the end of the Homecoming playthrough, where I literally talked about Gilbert, who still hasn't pooped, by the way, in case any of you cared or watched the end of that playthrough. We're still struggling terribly with him, and in fact, I had a real bad day with him yesterday. It did not go our way. It was really tough, which sounds pathetic, but hey, for me, it was emotionally tough for some reason. And getting back... I mean, two basically hour-long episodes where I just talked about bearded dragon and bearded dragon husbandry. Bearded dragon husbandry. Trying to say that 10 times fast. Bearded dragon husbandry. Bearded dragon husbandry. Just kidding. I won't actually do it. But yeah, it's tough. And when you're in the stream, you know, kind of like that doesn't happen as much. Oh, my controller just died at a terrible moment. Okay, got it. I always keep two charging. This has given me more time to work on my ultimate Wii U project, though, which I'm still really psyched about. I've been working on. I want these gummies, but I trade with her. Yeah, utilizing a follower turns out to be probably the best decision we've made in this playthrough, in this challenge. Oh yeah, we can trade with her. Nice. Take a firework. And take a gummy.
Okay, whoever's going up, cut it out.
I still wish that... Hey, you know, I'd like to recruit her, actually. Look at this. Computers. Another outpost. It's going to be more important than usual, too, that we upgrade our outposts. It's weird to think that State of Decay is at, like, an older game now. They've kept it alive. I'm just chronically behind, though, too. I take a long time to get to projects. I do eventually get to them. Like, Fallout New Vegas is still going to be a thing. In fact, this is probably the best possible time to do that playthrough, to be honest. I should take this little bit of time of getting at night, and I should just start to enjoy a New Vegas run. That's what we should do. I'll hate that it's not streamed, because I know that Wilso, wherever you are, Wilso, God bless you, sir, is the one who got us interested in doing New Vegas, because he was like me with Oz. You know, he says that this is a really great game. Okay, there's the morning fog. I like it. It looks really good on the Magewell, streaming through the trees. Like, the dynamic lighting looks excellent. I will give it that. And I really like the verdant forestry and foliage. That's the word. The verdant foliage. That they really varied up the plants. It's not like two tree models. Oh, that's the map change. Here, I thought I was avoiding that. I thought I was going the right way. You'll notice we are being much slower, which of course is gonna tragically backfire, because the difficulty does get harder every day with Lethal Zone. That's the whole difficulty algorithm, is a matter of standing, days played, and there's one other thing in there. Standing, days played, and like community size, but that has to do with stand. There's a third variable. I forget. Bad thing to forget. Dude, we're milking the hell out of this follower, though. This is like State of Decay 1 right now. I'm gonna keep milking it, too.